we have Skylanders Superchargers. The reason I put Skylanders Superchargers in my 5th spot is because the game is just kind of boring, and the fact that they put cars in the game, it just doesn't really feel like Skylanders, in my personal opinion, because I don't know, like Skylanders just feels like a waste of time with cars. Like, it's a stupid gimmick. It's just a money maker, I guess, and they didn't really add as many new Skylanders in this game as they do for every other game, because they mainly just focused on the cars, and like I said, the cars are pretty much of a waste of time. But they did bring back Chaos's mom, which was cool, I guess, but she wasn't in it for that much. So yeah, this is why I put Superchargers really low, because I think most people can agree with me too. It wasn't a good game. It's actually the shortest game in every single Skylanders. So yeah, it's another reason why it's so bad. There's not really any pros about this game. I mean, the Skylanders are kind of cool, but it's just, most of them are just new versions of the older ones. Like, I know they do that all the time, but it's just different. Like, it just doesn't work. I just don't like it. Now we have Skylanders Imaginators. Now, this is mainly where Skylanders died, because I think Toys to Life just, people stopped liking it. I don't know why, but this is where Skylanders died completely. This game was good. It was better than Superchargers. Yeah, pretty cool. Like, it had a new cool idea where you can make your own character, but I just didn't. I don't like that thing. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Like, I like buying my own Skylanders. Like, it was cool. It was cool making Skylanders, but I just didn't like it. I don't know why. It just felt off, and the Skylanders all ended up coming out like really crap. Like, they never actually were cool, because it was only really limited. You couldn't really do anything. But you know, the game was fun. I liked it, but it wasn't better than the other ones. It's the one-off game. Like, some of the, like the senseis, they were a cool idea, but the rest of it was just, I don't know. It just didn't make sense, really. It was just pretty much of a waste. Like, you don't even really, I don't know. They also had a Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex. That was pretty cool, but that was really it. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about Skylanders Imaginators. Now, Skylanders Giants. This game, it's a classic. It's great. Like, everybody had Skylanders Giants, but the reason I'm putting it in number 3 is because it feels just like a DLC to Spyro's Adventure. It didn't add anything at all other than that you could play with oversized Skylanders. Like, it was cool. I liked it. Like, the Giants are really, really cool. Like, I have some of the Giants. They're great, but it just didn't add anything. And I don't know, it just seems like a waste of time, really. Because after this game, they didn't really do anything with the Giants. Because, like, let's say Trap Team, the villains in Trap Team were also in Imaginators, but with Giants, they just didn't do anything with the Giants. Like, yeah, after this game, nothing really happened with them. So this game, you could actually, if you wanted the story, you could literally skip this game and you wouldn't even realize anything different at all. But it was still a great game, but it's just not as good as the others. Now, in our number 3 spot, we have the first ever Skylanders game to ever be made. Skylanders Sparrow's Adventure. It was such a good game. Now, the only really bad thing about this game was the quality, but it's understandable for when it was made. But with the advertising, it was kind of clickbaity, because of look how good like the animation is, but the actual game just wasn't. So it was kind of like clickbait, but I don't mind that because first ever Skylanders game, and it was great. It was super cool. I got all the original Skylanders, some of my favourites in there, like Terrafin and stuff. But yeah, this game was super cool. There was also the fact that it was called Sparrow's Adventure, but you could play as any character you wanted. Which is kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't just call it Skylanders, but I'm not complaining. So that was number 3. Now, in number 2, we have Skylanders Trap Team. This game was so good. The story was probably one of the best stories in every single Skylanders game. It added so much to the storyline, and it was great. The fact that you had Trap Masters and the Traps, 2 trap villains, was such a great gimmick, and it was so fun to play. Yeah, it was super cool. It added so many new Skylanders to collect. It was super cool, and I loved it. Especially Wolfgang, he was great. He was a really, really good character. And yeah, now let's go to the final spot. Now, in our final spot, we have Skylanders Swap Force. This was the greatest Skylanders game of all time. It had the best gimmick ever. You could swap out the torso and the legs of your Skylanders. It was so good. It had the most levels, actually, 26 I think. It's the longest Skylanders game ever. But yeah, this game was amazing. It made the most money out of every Skylanders game to ever exist. It was so good. And especially the new Skylanders in this game, they were so cool. Like, they were just amazing. Like, I loved them all. But yeah, that was number 1. So, that was the end of this video. I'll see you all in the next one.